Hello, this is Eric from labofcoding.com. In the last video, we looked at how to customize the display of the to-dos in the Django admin. In this video, we're going to pick up from that and we're going to introduce the Django class-based views. So Django's class-based views, these are generic reusable classes or views that you can use to simplify the way that you write your code. You'll find that in the long run, if you're using function-based view, you'll find that your code follows the same pattern. So Django distilled that pattern and came up with a Django class-based view, and what you have, it follows a declarative syntax, like for the models where you just declare things in your class and Django will be able to figure out things. So in this video we'll start with creating the class-based view for the to-do, which allows user to create, and the one which allows users to update to-dos in our Django project. So we will import the class-based view from the views module. So we'll say from Django.views.generic. So the view used to create a new item in your database is called the create view, and the one to update is called the update view. So we'll have those. Sorry, forgotten the import word keyword there, import. So we'll start with the create view. So let's declare the class here. So that will be class to do. That will be class to do create view. So that is the convention used mostly, the name of the model and then create view, and it will inherit from the create view. So the generic views follow a declarative syntax, so you just declare or state whatever that you need, and Django will be able to figure out things. So first of all, we must know the model that we are working with, the one that we want to save. So that will be, the model is to do, and then you must specify the form class that we are working with. So that will be the to do form, and then you must specify the template that we are using. So that one is the template name. So that one is main to do.html. And then in the create view, you find that after successful saving, we redirect the user. So in the class-based view, you must specify where we'll redirect the user with an argument known as success URL. So in this case, there is a function that Django has that you can use, pass the function name, and Django will be able to figure out, to get the URL. So we'll import that one from the URLs module. So from Django.urls import. So there are two functions, one is reverse and the other one is reverse lazy. So we will use reverse lazy in this case. So reverse lazy is used in most cases when you are you want to get a URL in a class, in a class like this, but when you want to get the URL in a method, you will use the reverse function. So in this case, let's use reverse lazy, and you'll give it the name of the view that you want to redirect to. So I think that's good. That is all that there is to configure, and then we can import this one and have it in our views. So we'll import to do create view, and let's configure it where we have the to do create. Let's replace that. And so you have a method that you must call when you are configuring the class-based view in your URL, which is known as .asView. So let's call that method, and all should be well. So we can drop the to do create. So let's go to the browser and let's try to create a new to do. Let's add the due date there. Let's say hello, and let's try to save that one. Yeah, our new to do has been created, hello. but as you can see, our success message has gone, so we'll have to configure it. Luckily, the messages module has a mixin that you can add. Mixins, these are like classes that you mix into your view. That is, you add functionality declared in those mixins in other classes in form of inheritance. So in this case, we'll import that class from the messaging module. So let's say from Django dot message dot contrib dot messages dot messages dot views, import success message mixing. Yeah, and let's add that one in our to do create view. So the mixings should come to the left of your class declaration. So in this case, we have it there. So the success message mixing add a variable on the class which you can use to declare the success message. So let's say success message is to do been created successfully. So let's go to our browser and let's create a new to do. Say this party. Yeah, to do has been created successfully, so we have added the success message mixing. So because the code for the to do create and the to do update were very similar, it's the same with the update to the class based views. So the update class is quite similar to the one with the create view. So in this case, we'll have to change this to update view, and here we'll have to have update view. So in this case, our message will be to do has been updated successfully. So by convention, the update view has instead of having a name like to do, by default it uses the argument pk for the value that you use to get the given object in the database. So first, let's register that view here, that is to do update view, and let's replace the update that we have. Let's not forget to say dot as view, and then let's replace to do id with the pk. Yes, I think all should be well, but one small thing, we will have to change where we are calling the to do update view, and because we've changed the argument to a pk, we'll have to do the same in the index view where we are constructing that, otherwise Django will complain. So that's that. Let's go to our browser and let's refresh, and let's click on one, let's update it. Let's drop random because it's more than 5 words. Our validation is still working. Let's our validation is still working there. It must be in the future. To do has been updated successfully. So it's that easy. When you're using the class based view, you just declare the various options that you'll be using, and Django will be able to pick it from that. So the class based view, you can, instead of maybe declaring these in the class as class argument as class attributes, you have methods for all of these. For example, you have a method for the form class, which is get form class, which you can get the form class dynamically if you need to. You have another one, get template name, get success URL. So if maybe you want to do some magic, you will use those methods. One tool that I found very useful when working with class-based view is a site known as ccbv.co.uk, which it shows you the code for the class-based view. So if, for example, you want to override a method, you can do that. For example, for the create view, we can see that it lists the argument, the class-based attributes on the class and the various methods. So the way that the create view works, in the post method, you'll find that it has it calls other two methods. So in the post method, it will check, as we did for our case, if .form is valid, it will come a form.isValid method, which is declared on the class. If the form is invalid, it will call the form.invalid method. So if you want to do something else, you can override the .getFormValid, and after saving, you do whatever you want to do. So those are the methods that you can override to do things dynamically instead of declaring as class-based attributes. So for now that we have our class-based views configured, we can drop the function-based views. So let's go to the views and let's drop the two function-based views. Yeah, we have dropped that, and so we can drop the imports that we no longer need. Yeah. So that's it for now. We'll pick up from this in the next video. Thanks for watching.